Hey, what's good? It's Cadillaktrackz. This is quick tip number 58. Hey, today's quick tip is just a quick tip. It's going to be about upgrading Fruity Loops and moving your previous presets or moving your previous settings to the new Fruity Loops. When you install Fruity Loops, this is just the way I do it. But with Fruity Loops, a new one just came out. I think it's like 12.5.1.5. And it just came out 6 days ago, if you didn't know. But about 7-8 days. But when you install the new Fruity Loops, when you're going through the install of it, it gives you a function. If you look, it's asking you what to install, and it asks you want to install the ASIO driver in the program. If you go all the way down to the bottom, it'll say settings, and it'll say clear. It'll have a check mark next to it. If you install and you have that check mark clear next to it, it's gonna delete all your settings. It could even delete all your little songs from your last Fruity Loops, and you don't want to do that. What I like to do is I like to install, as Fruity Loop keeps going up and up, I like to install each version independently, meaning that I don't replace the last version with the new one. That's dumb. Keep the old version on your computer and install the new one also. That way, if you ever wanted to go back into the old version or load up an old project, it's real easy and simple. You can just go back to the old Fruity Loops, you know, click it and it's going to open right up, and then you got the new one there too. But anyway, this quick tip is about how to upgrade and keep your presets. This right here is the folder where Fruity Loops is installed. This is the new Fruity Loops right here, 12.5.1.5. I think it just updated from the other one, you know, 12.5.0 about a month ago. And so I went ahead and got this new Fruity Loops the other night, and I'm installing it, and I'm thinking, you know, I need all my settings from the last one, and this is what I mean right here. Inside of Fruity Loops, like for example, I'm just gonna give you some example of settings. You know, like if I go to audio right here, and I have these browser extra search folders. I want all these folders to be in my new Fruity Loops, meaning that, you know, when I click right here, it's got all of my stuff set up just like I had the last time. You know, I need all of my channels and everything set up just like I had before, because it's a new Fruity Loops, so it won't have all that. That's one of the settings that you might need to carry out. I need my template. You know, I need to open up and I need to look the same. So I need my templates. I got a bunch of templates. I need them all. If I go right here to new from template, I got all these templates I made. I need all my templates to be there in the new Fruity Loops. They're not gonna be there unless I make that happen. Another thing, like let's say like I got gross beat, right? And I got some presets. You see these little banks and preset banks that I got from here and there and blah, blah, blah. Let's say I install the new Fruity Loops. I go to gross beat. It's not going to have my presets here. You know what I'm saying? It's not even going to have that right here. When I click right here, it's not going to have all my plugins. It's not going to have nothing. It's a new Fruity Loops. But most importantly, it's not going to have my presets in my list right here. You know, like on parametric EQ, I got presets that I've saved myself, you know, and I got these other ones. You might have ones that you done saved all these presets. Now you can't use them on the new Fruity Loops. So this quick tip's just about how to go ahead and do that real quick. Sorry for the ramble. When you update a new Fruity Loops, like I said, install it into a new folder, not over the last one. Make a new folder for it, okay? Completely new. When it asks you about those settings, the clear settings, uncheck that box that says clear. So that way it's not going to clear the settings of the previous version. It also has a setting for migrate from previous version. I've noticed that if you try to do that, it's gonna, most of the time it gives you an error, or it doesn't work, or it just screws up. So I keep those two boxes unchecked. I just install the Fruity Loops, and when you install the Fruity Loops, it's gonna install into a folder just like this. And then you want to kind of go through it, and you want to start to bring in all your settings from the old Fruity Loops. So as you can see, I have this drive, and then I have program files. Probably like you got program files that you installed your program in. If I click on program files, you can see right here that I got different versions of Fruity Loops. This is just my computer right here. You can see I got like 12.3, 12.4, blah, blah, blah. So this is the last one right here. If I click on this and I go into it, and I go into plugins, and I go into Fruity Loops VST, and I go into effects, these are all of my plugins, okay? I can copy these plugins and I can load them onto the new one. And also, if I go in here to system, where Actually, I gotta look for this. I get lost sometimes. But you go into data. If I go into data, this is it right here, and I go into patches, and then I go in right here to where it says plugin presets. And take note of this also, mixer presets. Remember all those mixer presets I set up? A lot of times I might have mixer presets set up, meaning like I set up, like if I go here and I go to save mixer track, I have all these mixer track sets, you know, these mixer track presets that I set up for myself. All these presets for all these plugins, and you want to transfer them over to the new Fruity Loops. So if you go right here, and you can see mixer presets folder, I click on it. Those are all of my custom mixer presets. And if I click right here on project plugin presets, it's going to open up this. I go to effects. These are all of my effects. Let's just say I went to gross beat right here. Bam, those are all of my gross beat presets. So you can see that your computer is saving all the presets on the computer. So what I needed to do, and what you need to do, is go to the old version, you know, the older version of Fruity Loops. And once you get into it, you know, program files, you click on the Fruity Loops, you'll get into this folder right here. Go into the data and go into the patches. And a lot of times, sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually copy all of this shit. I'll go to Control A and I'll copy all of this, or I'll copy exactly what I want. Like I know I got a lot of mixer presets, and so I'll copy that, and then I'll go in here to the plugin presets, and literally I'll go to here to effects right here, and I will copy all of these, and I will copy them, and once I have them copied, I will go to the new Fruity Loops. And I'll go inside of its folder, you know, and I'll go into wherever the hell it needs to go, you know, plugin presets, effects, and then I'll paste, and it'll paste all of them here, and it'll give you the little pop-up. It'll say, do you want to replace, you know, these with these? You say yes. Yeah, replace them, merge them, put them together. Bam, it's going to load all your old presets and all your old crap into the new Fruity Loops, you know, mixer presets. That's another one. You got to load up all these old presets, and once you loaded up all these old things, you know, then when you open up your Fruity Loops, you know, you'll have those, you know, you can go to, you know, a plugin like Gross Beat, and you can click right here. You can see all your old presets from the last version. You'll have all your old folders, and you know, you wanna take a snap of what the old one has and bring it over to the new one. So this is just a quick tip. I'm sorry it was so long, but it's probably something real important. You know, I can see somebody watching it right now like, man, I need this. And that's how you do it, man. Go into those folders, copy the settings, bring them over to the new Fruity Loops 1.